Good morning, LinkedIn. Good evening, good afternoon, depends where you are right now. This is Rachel B. Lee, and I'm so excited for my first Friday LinkedIn Live because I have Jessica with me.
Hi everyone. I'm very excited to be here. It is the morning for me, 8 a.m. So it's still morning. I'm drinking my coffee, but I am very excited to be here with everyone.
Yes. So Jessica is my creator manager, part of the LinkedIn creator team. And there is so many amazing things happening right now for the creator community on LinkedIn over the last year, it feels like it's accelerated. And that's when people like yourself have been hired. So Jessica, to kick off, please tell everybody a little bit about yourself, how long you've been with the creator team, like what exactly do you do?
Yeah, of course. So I've been at LinkedIn since July of 2021. When I started, there were five of us on the team. Today, we are over 50. So we have grown so much. We're globally, we have creator managers all across the world. And really, what we're here to do is help support creators on the platform. Um, I'm specifically working with creators on our industry side. So right now, I'm focusing on creators in the finance space, but I do work with other creators in all different segments like yourself, Rachel. Um, but yeah, I've been here. It's probably been 7 or 8 months now, and we're a brand new team. There's lots to come, but we've done so much so far, and it's been such a pleasure working with all of our creators like yourself.
Yes, that's awesome. So talk about what is exactly the LinkedIn Creator Program? Like,
Yeah,
what is this made? Yeah.
so the LinkedIn Creator Program is a way for us to work directly with creators on the platform. And essentially what the program entails is a direct contact to a creator manager like myself. And what we're here to do is help educate our creators on best practices, let them know about different tools that exist on the platform, when there's a new tool coming, how to use that tool and the best ways to utilize it, as well as different opportunities. So, different ways to get our creators connected with the LinkedIn news, with brand, with social, and with LinkedIn learning. And really, ultimately, what we want to do is help guide content creation for our creators, as well as help them network with other creators on the platform.
Super helpful. And I mean, listen, when we talk to a lot of people, they're like, LinkedIn creator? Like, what are you talking about? That's where I put my resume, Rachel. Like, people are still 800 million people on LinkedIn, and still most of them don't understand that you can be a creator. So, can you just speak into that a little bit on what it means to be a LinkedIn creator in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, to me, and I think especially in the finance space, sometimes when I'm chatting with people in this space that are creating on LinkedIn, and when I say, "Hey, you're a content creator," they're like, "I'm not a content creator." And I think it's sometimes shifting the mindset of what that word means. But essentially, if you're sharing your voice, you're adding value on the platform, creating content, whether it's video, copy, articles, a newsletter, whatever it is, you name it, that is essentially a content creator. And you can be from any segment, any industry, as long as you're sharing your knowledge and people are able to learn from that and engage with you. In my mind, that is a content creator. And again, sometimes it's shifting the mindset, but there's thousands of creators on the platform. And I think, fast forward a few years back, rewind a few years back, and people weren't really seeing content creation on the platform, but that's really changing now. You know, my feed is filled with tons of different people sharing their content on the platform.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I I love this idea that anybody can be a creator, right? If you have expertise in something, I think that's so important. And how you guys have you do have verticals, right? So
Yes.
you're focused on finance, and I think that's an important thing for people to realize when we think about LinkedIn creator and program. Like, y'all are looking at verticals in that way, because some people don't really think of themselves like that, but it is
Yeah.
important to bucket yourself. And but yeah, being able, like, if you have knowledge and expertise, that you can be a creator, you are a creator. It just
Exactly.
is a matter of putting out some content.
Exactly. And again, it's like really a mind shift. Like a lot of people don't think of themselves as a creator, but they're posting every single day and, adding their value and talking about what's going on in their industry and what they're working on. And that is content creation.
Yeah, it is. It really, really is. Okay, amazing. So that's what the LinkedIn Creator Program is all about. It's why it was created. A lot of people are asking about being a part of the creator program to have somebody like yourself to get access. Can you speak into that? How many people are part of that? All the things.
Yeah, so we have thousands of creators that are part of the program right now. And, like I mentioned, we're actively looking for creators that want to create on the platform. And the best way for anyone wanting to get involved to take their content creation to the next level, whether they're already creating or they want to create on LinkedIn, is to fill out this form, which Rachel, are you able to drop that into the chat for us? If you fill out this form and give some guidance on what kind of content you want to create, we'll then be able to be in touch with you, and you might get paired up with a creator manager for guidance to help bring your vision to life on the platform. But we also have some other resources towards the end of the show that I'll share with everyone for people who just want to continue creating and learn more about how we're able to help creators on the platform.
Yeah, it's not letting me drop it into this restream, but we will drop all the links immediately after this. It will go inside. We'll drop it into the stream, y'all. Promise, promise, promise. So thanks for being here, Kate Lee and Juan. Tamika is here. Amazing. How do I become involved? Hi, everybody. Love you. Okay. Juan did ask me, I might as well see. I think the question many of us are asking is when to have our primary set to follow versus connect. Content creator mode continues to mystify, many people online. This is coming out weird. I'm going to hide that. That showed weird. Yes, let's creator mode. What do you think,
Yes.
Jess?
Creator mode, you need to turn it on. Anyone posting on the platform, it is just so key to have on. And I can tell you quickly a couple of the things that it does. Yes, it changes your call to action from connect to follow. This is a great tool because sometimes people are hesitant to connect with someone they don't know, but they still want to stay in touch and learn from that person and follow their content. So that's the number one thing that it does. Also, it's going to reshift your profile a little bit. So it's actually going to bring, instead of focusing on how many followers you have on the top of your profile, we're actually going to showcase how many followers you have. So that's going to be brought up right to the top of your profile, which is great to show off. Also, as soon as you turn creator mode on, it's going to ask you about 5 different topics that you talk about on the platform. So this is a great way to showcase what are those key 5 things when someone lands on my profile, they know exactly what they can learn on my page. And then one of the most important things, in my opinion, that creator mode does is the activity section on your profile. With creator mode turned off, it focuses on the last 3 things you did on LinkedIn. So Rachel, if you liked my post or commented on my post, with creator mode off, that's going to show up in your recent activity. And when someone clicks on it, it's going to take them to my content. We want to keep people on your content. That's, they landed on your profile page. We want them to stay on your content that you're creating. So with creator mode turned on, it's actually going to focus on the last 6 posts that you yourself as the creator posted, rather than what activity you've done on the platform. So that's, I think, one of the key elements. And there's a few other things that it does. You can actually upload a profile cover story video, which is a really cool tool to utilize. When someone clicks on your profile photo, you can have a 20 to 30-second video. It's very personalized. You can talk about who you are, why someone might want to follow you, and include a call to action. And then last but not least, when you show up in the news feed and someone comes across you that isn't connected or following you, your post actually has a follow button directly on it. So it's a really great way for people to quickly follow you without having to click on your profile and then connect or follow. And last but not least, you get access to different tools. So now with creator mode turned on, you're getting access to LinkedIn Live, which we're doing right now, and the newsletter tool, which before that became paired with creator mode, you had to meet different types of requirements or it was in beta. So those are the 2 new tools that you get access to with creator mode.
Whew. Okay. I I actually learned some stuff too right there, Jessica.
What'd you
I'm gonna be
learn?
oh yeah, I'm gonna be making a recap of this. So what I didn't realize is that the activity piece, that is now showing my activity and
Yes,
keeping me on my page. I knew that, but didn't realize that that was part of the creator mode function. And I saw this, but never like absorbed in my head that it had the follow button next to my profile. Y'all, that is huge. That's
yes,
huge. That's huge. Like why wouldn't you want if people to interact with you and follow you and engage with you as quickly and as easily as possible? I mean, the whole creator mode
exactly.
conversation. I'm like, I don't know why people still are not
There's
sure
no
about it.
cons. It's
There's
here to help
no
you to become more discovered, and you get
okay.
access to those tools. It's you have to turn it on.
So here's my one question, and then hi Alejandro, we got Paula, I got Scott here, beautiful, beautiful people. I see all you, and I did want to shout out to Xander, part of the creators. Xander,
Xander.
Van Gogh. I'm a big fan of Xander, big
Oh,
fan of
Xander's the
you.
best.
I'm a
Xander's the
big
best.
fan.
If
Xander, will
anyone's
you
not
come on to my live, please?
if anyone's not following LinkedIn's TikTok, check it out because Xander is the celebrity on the page. I highly recommend checking it out.
Okay, okay. Um, little just brag because the creator manager team at LinkedIn is awesome.
So are
Um,
our creators, though, just like you, Rachel.
just saying. Okay, real quick question on this creator mode hot topic. Hashtags associated with your profile page.
Mhm.
It's important that the content that you're producing is associated with those hashtags.
Yes.
Can you speak into that a bit? Because that one is a big oversight, I think, by most people.
Yeah, so sometimes people are creating content that isn't necessarily tied into what their role is. So I'll give you an example. If I was creating finance related content, but I'm a creator manager and I had my hashtags as just content creation, influencer marketing, social media marketing, people are going to land on my page and think that's what I talk about. But if what I'm really talking about is crypto and budgeting and financial literacy, those are the words that I should be using because that's the content that people are going to be expecting when they land on my page. So it's really important that those tie together because it is essentially the title of your profile. It's kind of the description of the content that people can expect from you. And I think that sometimes people are like, "Oh, I have tons of followers that people aren't engaging." And it might be because a lot of those people are following you thinking they're getting this type of content, but they're actually seeing all this other type of content. So I definitely recommend if you have creator mode on, make sure that those topics are up to date. If you're turning creator mode on, think about what you actually plan to talk about and align those hashtags with those topics.
Huge. You guys, this is huge advice. Huge, huge, huge. Uh, Alejandro, how do you turn creator mode on? Go onto your profile. It should be really like it will say creator mode on there. You literally click that thing, choose some hashtags strategically.
Yes, it should be
Is
right,
that
like Rachel said, right on your profile. I think just beneath your recent activity or right above recent activity, you should see it. And it just says creator mode.
yeah,
It should say off. You click on it, turn it on, and then you're all set. And you can see the different tools you have access to as well.
yeah, super easy. And just there are some Scott Juan. We're seeing so many. Do you need to have premium? No,
Yep,
to
anyone can
utilize.
turn creator mode on. You don't
Thank you.
have to have premium.
Thank you for asking, Scott. And we just answered. And Juan was asking just a question. Outside of the USA, is it
Yeah, so
global?
we have creator managers, like I mentioned, all across the world. So we're not everywhere yet, but we are actively, growing our team. So, like I mentioned, I put the link in the chat. If you are interested in creating on the platform, definitely fill out that form.
And creator mode is accessible to any person.
Oh, yes, creator mode,
Just to
any profile can turn it on. Yes.
Yeah. So you can absolutely have creator mode, but to be a part of the program, you be sure to apply and go from there. Go from there. Okay, cool. Love all these questions. Keep them coming. Um, I have some more questions too, but I mean, the audience is here. We serve first. Paul, is your new audio feature available to content creators? So let's talk about audio
Okay, let's
because
do it.
woo, it released on 1/11, kind of divine if you ask me, 1/11/22. And Josh and I are beta testers. Looks like there's a few hundred or so in the community. So it's not rolled out everyone. It's not to
Correct.
everyone. So make sure if you don't follow me, make sure you're checking out my rooms. But talk about the
Yes.
audio. Let's talk about audio. Talk about what it means for content creators, all the things.
Yeah, so LinkedIn Audio, like you mentioned, it's in beta right now. So we're really learning from all of our creators who do have access to the tool on, how they're feeling about it. We want to hear all of their feedback. We want to know how to make the tools better before we launch it to the public. With the pilot experience, only creators that have access can actually host an audio only event. But any member globally can tune into an audio room, they can raise their hand, and they can still participate as long as the host brings them on stage. So that is the current stage of what's happening with audio rooms. I don't have a specific date just yet when audio rooms will be rolled out, but we were just talking about creator mode. And if you're interested in getting audio rooms, I highly encourage you to turn your creator mode on, because those with creator mode on usually get first for any new creator tools. So highly recommend turning it on.
Huge. I mean, we talk about this stuff, but it's from their lips, guys. It's from their lips. Not even Josh and I this time, okay? We're always saying turn on the creative, all these things, and it's like I just want to point out too, August here. I don't know if she's your friend. She said your hair.
Yes, August. August is the best. Thank you, August. I appreciate it.
Or is it a him or her? It's a him.
It's a him. Yes,
Okay,
August is
him.
awesome.
Okay.
It's the air wrap, by the way, everyone. I recently got it and it is life changing.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it. Okay. Social audience in future. How do I become a beta tester? So you kind of heard how that's happening. And the application, so the Jessica, just look up in the comments, she had dropped that link to become a part of the creator program. And first, it appears that beta testers are all in the creator program. So to this question around when I'm getting it, first things first, probably want to be part of the creator, need to be part of the creator program from my understanding. Okay. So many good questions. I want to switch it a little, like more things around the creator program. Obviously, not obvious, but there are 100 amazing creators that are part of that's the smaller incubator program. They each got $15,000. Can you talk a little bit about that program? We have
Yeah.
several friends in it. Why, what? It's really, to me, the symbol of LinkedIn supporting creators in the creator economy economically, not just our content, but actually paying creators for their content, which is what the creator economy is all about. So, Jess.
Yes, absolutely. So as you mentioned, we selected 100 diverse creators from all different backgrounds and industries for our first Creator Accelerator program. And like you mentioned, this is our first step foot in to help support creators. And what the program entails is that each of those 100 creators are receiving a $15,000 grant to help bring their idea to life. So as part of the application for the Creator Accelerator program, you pitched an idea that you wanted to create on the platform, and now you can use that $15,000 grant to make that come to life. Also with the program, you get access to a dedicated creator manager like myself. You get access to creator networking, and there's tons of different opportunities to be featured across the LinkedIn brand team, marketing, and the editorial channels as well. And I just want to quickly shout out, because I'm working with 4 amazing ladies that are focused in the finance world. So Rita, Grace, Allison, and Nicole, and they are talking about their whole program is around personal finance, budgeting, Web3, NFTs, crypto, and it's such an important space right now, especially coming from female voices. So I'll drop all of their LinkedIn profiles in the chat too if anyone's interested in those topics. I highly recommend for you to check it out, see what kind of content they're creating. And one thing we didn't mention was it's a 10-week program. So every single week, anyone part of the program is creating really awesome content, from video content to newsletters, testing out audio rooms and lives. So there's so much content creation happening, and it's a really exciting place to see and watch those, those original ideas come to life on the platform.
Yeah, it's awesome. And what I love about the people that were chosen, they're super diverse. And I'm not just talking about industry and expertise, look, age, all the things, and following. I feel like a lot of times people think creator or influencer or thought leader equals X amount of followers. They're chosen because they have 30,000 followers, whatever the case is. And what I really appreciate what LinkedIn is doing, the creator team, is it's not so much about that all the time, that it's actually about finding really smart, good people that can talk about a specific niche topic and bringing them up with the platform. So I
Yeah,
think that's really cool.
we have some creators, that have been creating on the platform for years, and there are some creators that are part of the program that are new to the platform and might have been from another platform. So it's very diverse in that side too. And it's really great to watch, their content on the platform and just watch them grow as a creator and learning all the different tools as well.
Yeah, yeah. Awesome, awesome. Just taking a look at the chat, making sure I'm keeping up. There are a few more questions on the audio piece, y'all. Again, a few hundred people have access to creating audio rooms. I'm one of them. If you're not following me or seeing my stuff, keep in touch with me. We post when our audio rooms are coming out and all that. So you kind of, right now, it's the discoverability is a little tough to find audio rooms. Look up hashtag LinkedIn audio event, or go in the search, literally search LinkedIn audio and events. It's a little clunky, but you'll see all the audio rooms going down, and you could just quickly register, add it to your calendar, and start hanging out with us. It is, like I said, clunky for now as we're in beta, and the discoverability is a little tough, but let me tell you, all the beta testers keep telling the product team that. So
Yes.
I have good faith that it will change. And that's what's cool.
Yeah, we are actively listening to all the feedback. That's so
I love
important
that.
during this process. And anyone listening, tune into Rachel's audio rooms and raise your hand. Get the full experience of what it's like to be in the audio rooms and to participate, because we want to hear from that side as well.
Oh, 1000%. Look at all these. I'm saying hello to Kristen and Sharita. Hi. Love.
Hi, Sharita.
Don't make follow the default. Okay, so some feedback in there. Normalize mental health. Kate. Lots of questions. I'm gonna get in here too and comment back to everybody. Okay, just okay, Marcelo. Hi, hello, everybody. How can I get my newsletter to become more searchable, not only on LinkedIn, but also if it gets searched on Google? Do you want to address that at all?
Yeah, so with newsletters, it's a slow but steady process. You want to make sure that you have a very strong title for your newsletter, and then every article that you're posting thereafter has a strong title that people want to click on and learn more. The great thing about the newsletter tool is that, and again, if you turn creator mode on, you will get access to the newsletter tool. So if you're wondering how to get it, turn creator mode on. But the great thing about the newsletter is that you're actually hitting your audience in two different ways. So when you publish your newsletter, they're actually receiving the newsletter in their email, as well as getting a push notification on LinkedIn. So there's two different ways that people are able to actually view your newsletter and engage with it, which is unlike any other feature on the platform at the moment, or any other tool on the platform at the moment. But as far as discoverability, it's really about making sure that your audience is aware of your newsletter. So continue sharing that with your audience, engaging with other people that might have similar followship to you. So thought leaders with larger followings, and engaging on their content so that you become discovered by their audience and that they can come find you and follow your content, as well as subscribe to your newsletter.
Great advice there. And that engage with other people is huge. Like that's not just
so
for
important.
not just with newsletters, like the LinkedIn algorithm, The more that you're commenting and engaging with extended networks, you're showing up. It's really, really important. Don't just stick with your own kind all the time, so to speak. The other thing I want to say about newsletters, Jessica, don't just create a newsletter for the sake of creating a newsletter. I'm your branding
Absolutely.
lady boss. I have to just say this. I'm a content strategist. Like I'm doing this all the time. And what kind of happened, Jessica, people got access to it and were like, okay, let me create my newsletter. So then it was like, boom, we all got like 20 notifications in a day. Like I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Now just I produce my newsletter one time a month. Josh does it every single week and it's impressive, right? I take hours to write that one newsletter, to find the topic, to find a headline that is great with SEO. Don't forget the SEO
Mhm.
value. The SEO value of LinkedIn is like half the reason why you should be producing content. So just be strategic as a creator in how you use these different tools. How are you going to use a LinkedIn Live? Are you going to go every week? Are you going to have it all over the place? Are you going to bring on guests? What kind of topics? I'm probably not going to bring on somebody to talk about medicine, healthcare. I actually won't. I don't, that's not my world. It's not associated with me, but content and creation, heck yeah. Like that's everything that I do. So, like, as a creator and being a creator, just really be smart about how you're using the tools. And I always say, I think it's better to be really good at like getting those posts out every week,
Yeah.
get good at that, and then be like, okay, I'll start my newsletter. Okay, I'm going to do my first LinkedIn, but like, don't just like throw it all in at one time, you know?
Yes, it's about quality, not quantity. So
Yes.
it's don't just jump on a feature just because it exists. Make sure that how are you going to use this feature? How is it going to be different from the other features you're using? And the other great thing is that people like to consume content in different ways. So some people might want those short posts. Some people might want long form article. Some people are wanting to tune in and watch a video or go onto a live. So it's also about thinking about what audience do you think is going to tune in for this feature that you're creating on.
Mm, great, great advice. Amazing. Okay, so we're coming in here at the end of this conversation. And I see some questions in here. I'm going to get in the comments and get back to y'all. Um, where's it going, Jessica? Like the future, like how do people stay in touch?
Yeah.
Excuse me. There's a few more links that we had to drop to stay in touch with the creator community. And where's it going 2022 and beyond?
Yeah. So, like I mentioned earlier in this live, our team's still new. We are listening to what creators want. We're building based on what we're hearing. So, we have so much planned in the new year, and tons of different things are coming. So, please just stay tuned. There's so much coming. We are actively building, listening, and I wish I could share more on that side, but just stay tuned. And what I really recommend is for anyone wanting to stay tuned and to know what's coming is to follow our LinkedIn for Creators page. We have a team that's actively sharing trending topics there. They are breaking out down different tips and algorithm myths. So I highly recommend following that. I will drop that link on our chat. And then last but not least is our editor-in-chief, Dan Roth. He creates a creator weekly newsletter. Speaking of newsletters, it's a weekly newsletter that's published every Wednesday. And I highly recommend anyone who is interested in creating on the platform to subscribe to the newsletter. Every Wednesday, Dan zeroes in on content creation in different industries and how creators of all sorts are sparking conversation on the platform. So I will also drop that link right here in the chat as well for anyone who wants to subscribe.
Mm. Really important, y'all, to follow these pages and engage and read it because it is important to if you want to be more involved in the creator community to tap in to the conversations that they're highlighting. Hello, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like if Jessica tells me, which they did to the creator community, it's Black History Month. Here's some things that we want y'all to talk about. Why wouldn't I talk about that?
Exactly.
How do I get more reach? How do I get my voice out there? Somebody's asking, how do I get my newsletter more visible? Well, first, why don't you tap into the conversations? that LinkedIn is tapping into. Ride the bandwagon, y'all. Ride it.
Yep. Exactly, Rachel.
Oh my gosh. Okay, this was so good. I'm gonna have to have you like, kind of come on in and out every few months, just because like people have so many questions and it's so helpful to have the support from LinkedIn. Miranda Head came on a few months ago with me, now you, and I'm really grateful that y'all are so supportive of me and of the creators.
Of course, that's what we're
So
here
we
to
really
do. Like I mentioned, like we are here to help our creators, and we want to share everything with you. We want you to know what we're working on. We want you to know what tools exist. So, I'm happy to answer more questions if anyone wants to find me on LinkedIn. But I'm really glad that we were able to share this knowledge so far. And my big tip to everyone, turn creator mode on. Like I said, there's no regrets. Turn it on. You will not regret it at all.
Oh my gosh, amazing. Thank you so much. Y'all, I'm actually going to be back next Friday. I have the amazing Laura Gossner. She's LGO. She's so legit. She's going to be on with me next Friday. So come back, visit me to hang for a bit. I got amazing guests coming up over the next few months. So Jessica, thank you. Happy Friday, y'all. Great start to February, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.
Thank you.